Well, hello everybody. Like, we're in the retail store again because we got a bunch of new stuff in. And you know what we're going to do in this video is we're going to see two more of the Unit 70 animations because we got them upstairs. Now these are really cool, by the way. This is the Ben Cooper stuff. And over here on the wall, you can see we have other Ben Coopers. They're really popular. And so this is the new one. So we just got them. Now here, what you're gonna see is, I'm not making mistakes that I used to make. You see I only bought 3. You can always order more. Just gotta remember that. You can always order more. And so I didn't buy like 6 or 10, I bought 2. Now here's what's interesting. Tomorrow I have a huge shipment coming in from Trick or Treat Studios. Now look at this, we got more plushies, and I can tell you these are huge sellers. Look at that. You got Dracula from Sesame Street, the baby Beetlejuice, and this gigantic Coraline. And then look at these gremlins. Cool, huh? And then we already showed you this on the last video. We got Vincent Price, a new Beetlejuice, a new Saw, and we bought these Krampus toys. They were limited edition. They still had some, so I ordered 4 more because I bought 4 and I sold them all. And then in here, yeah, those are gremlins. Here's more plushies. The Scooby-Doo, Dracula, Wolverine. There's Deadpool, and there's some t-shirts. And then we got a baby Groot. And then we got this Adam West Batman. And all this stuff came in. And a whole bunch of stuff is coming in tomorrow from Trick or Treat Studios. So the retail store is going to be loaded to the gills prior to Transworld. Now real quick, this is going to be a shorter video because we're going to go take a look at these 2 new animatronics, and then I'm going to kind of explain what's going on with them. But as I'm doing with all these videos, I just want to remind you that the Darkness Haunt Tour, you can get your tickets at darkness.fearticket.com. It's actually now 6 days before, let me see if I got this right, because as the recording of this, it's Friday, it's like 3 in the morning. So it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 7 days. Oh, okay, it's 7 days. 7 days until we do the behind the scenes tour for Transworld. Today, a lot of people bought tickets. It was probably the biggest day that we had selling tickets in probably 2 weeks. A lot of people buy the tickets like right there at the tail end. They go hog wild crazy. So Lemp is on Saturday. That's with live actors. Now just a little Lemp update. Tomorrow we have a team going over to the Lemp, and we've got some new stuff, and we got to install it, and we're going to install it tomorrow. And then on Friday, the Darkness with live actors. That's the one that's really sold the most. I think there's like maybe 100 tickets left. And by the way, you know, like today we sold 69 of them. 69 I think were sold today. So there's like a little over 100 of those left. So if you want them, I would get them right away. And then the behind the scenes tour, that's on Thursday. And just to be clear, that's the best tour. The Lemp is optional. It's at 4:30 to 5:15. You can stroll through there. You can take pictures. Look at how creepy the place looks. And then at 5:30, we're doing something we've never done before. You go up into the escape room. And this is interesting because the escape room is getting sometime, I think this weekend, all the puzzles are going to start being installed. And it's possible that the Alien Escape Room will go live for bookings on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll let you know as soon as possible. So we're going to do a whole video over there in the Alien, because there's animations that work in there now. There's a whole bunch of CGIs, but we're going to wait until all the puzzles get installed. So on the escape room tour, we've never done it before. You can go into all the 8 escape rooms. We're going to put a lot of credits on the pinball machines. You can play them if you want to. If you want to play around a mini golf or just take a lot of photos, you can. So that's what's going to happen there. And then when that's done, we're going to have barbecue dinner downstairs, a Q&A, and then we'll start letting people in the darkness. Now, remember this, I've already said this 100 times, but the darkness tour is a little different this year because, and I just wanted to say this because I think it's important that I mention all this. I want to explain really fast what has been done since we closed. Now, when we closed, that was, you know, like the second week of November or whatever. I want to time capsule this so we're on the same page. The very first thing we did. Okay, hold on. I want to show you something. Do you see who that is over there? Say hello.
What's up, Larry?
That is Alex Argen. Because the renovations don't stop. Alex is here to do what exactly, Alex?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, he's here to do everything. So Alex is going to be here, and he's going to try to put some special effect lighting in, and he may be working on the alien. He might help us with some lighting, program lighting. So that's just another thing that we're doing to the darkness. We're going to try to go through and make some of the scenes like do things, you know, like where you go in the room, then a lighting effect triggers off. And look at him. Oh, where's he at? There he is. I see him. He's wearing a darkness shirt too. Look at him. He's laughing. He thinks this is funny. So he's going to trigger these 2 Unit 70 animations, and we're going to talk to him over there for a minute. But before we go look at these new animations, I want to timeline this for you as a wrap up to what we've done here. And I also want to say that today, I figured out what we spent on it. With the alien, we've spent about $540,000. On the haunt, we've spent about $440,000. With the tour, Valentine's, and even if Halfway to Halloween, you know, does what we're hoping that'll do with Krampus, we'll be in the negative just on the haunt by 180,000 ish. Okay, and the alien, I figured out how long it would take me to get my money back on it, and it will take about 10 months. That's about how long I'm expecting, because I think I have about 200,000 in the alien, and I'd added it up. It's going to be a 6-player game, so it's never going to be a huge money maker. So I'm expecting it to take 10 to 12 months to have a return on investment there. I'll never get the money back on the darkness this year. There's just no way. Way too much money was spent. But I want to timeline this for you as a wrap up to building a haunted house from scratch. So I wasn't actually sure that I was going to sell the TerraVisions, but then of course we sold it. And we decided that we would leave the TerraVisions open through Krampus, because I was like, we'll never get anything done before Krampus, meaning you close for the Halloween season 2025, and then like 5-6 weeks later, you're going to open for Krampus. I'm like, no way. So we decided, which really pushed this up against the wall, we decided that we would leave the TerraVisions through Krampus. So that's what we did. So literally 2 days later, we started taking Krampus down. We got it all down. We loaded it in the trunk. Somebody came and picked up all the props. Those are all gone. And then it basically was a couple days before New Year's Eve. So then we didn't work. It was New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And now in between all there too, one of the things we did was we did a big spring cleaning, and we literally filled up 2 dumpsters, 2 40-yard dumpsters, and we built the actors room, the new actors room. So that was like, if we put everything in order, we did a spring cleaning because we knew we had to clean that shop to get all that TerraVision stuff down in there. So step-by-step process was we cleaned the shop. we moved the actors room. So all of this stuff was done before Krampus. Then Krampus happened. Then we tore TerraVisions down, which took a little over a week, or right around a week, a little over, something like that. And then it was New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day. And I think that fell, New Year's Day, I think I don't remember, but I think it fell on like a Thursday or something. So we ended up waiting until the following week. We started to get materials up, and that's all we did for the first few days, just get materials up. The second thing we did was we started like framing up the perimeter, and then we framed up the perimeter and we cleaned it out and moved up materials, and that took, you know, probably a week. And then I kept coming up here over and over again, just trying to figure out what was going to be the scenes and so on. So I was trying to figure out everything, and it was giving me a headache. I came up here 2, 3, 4 times, never could figure it out. So I finally just said, to hell with that. Well, let's just focus on the maze itself. What will the maze be, and what will the walls look like? It doesn't matter what the scenes are. So if we did it chronologically, we just started building the scenes, not the scenes, but the walls, and that's all we were working on while I figured out what the scenes would be. And do you know how I figured out what the scenes would be? Because we only had 5 weeks to do it, because our deadline was February the 15th for My Bloody Valentine. So by the time we started on it, we had 5 weeks. So I decided that I would go prop hunting, and that would tell me what to do. So the first thing that I found was a really cool kitchen set. So I said, oh, okay, so we'll have a kitchen. So there was one scene done. And then the other scene with the barrel maze, I said, well, that would be easy and fast, so why not? So that was 2 scenes down. But we were continuing to build the thing without any idea of what the scenes would be. And so then we said, oh, we'll do a boiler. So, okay, so there's 3 down. And then, you know, that kind of left the front scene, and then the scene with the chainsaw guy, with the big Unit 70 chainsaw guy. And literally that scene, like, if I'm being completely honest, I had no idea what it was going to be. We just built the room. And then when we got the chainsaw guy, we stuck him in there. And then originally I thought, like, oh, we'll put like barrels in here, like steel barrels, and you'll wind through them. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid. The room's kind of big. So then I was like thinking to myself, I was looking at these wine barrels, and I was like, you know, we did that in Limp. Why don't we do that? It actually turned out really good. And then I was like, well, what if we built a pig pen? Because what really spoke to me was when I saw the props from Unit 70, and I saw that, you know, oh yeah, I forgot I ordered 3 of the pigs. What if we had a pig pen in front of him, and then we put this bloody body of these guts on the floor? So that the pig pen thing just came, and then having the barrels that you wind around, it literally just all came together. Everything we did was about, can we build it in 5 weeks? And so that's why it's going to be really interesting for you to come and see it. But once we got all the scenes built and we started putting roofs on them, which I think makes them look a lot better, we started just scrambling around, putting the props in, painting it simultaneously, cleaning it every single day, or at least I did. And then, you know, it all turned out. And then, of course, we scrambled the last week to put lights in. And we made little checklists of like, oh, we need to like fix this or do that or whatever. And then since then, I found other things that were broken or that weren't going to work. And then here we are a week before Transworld. We've already run people through it. I noticed that something got broken. I actually found a couple screws on the floor. This is no bueno. So we're gonna have to give it another go around and fix a few things in there. But with all that being said, then we decided literally at the very tail end, oh, let's shove this giant Unit 70 Frankenstein in a scene. Why not? You know, there's a week left. Okay, and you know where he's at? He's in the scene. Now we have to build the scene, and I think it could be built fairly quickly. And then I actually thought we would do this museum in here like after Transworld, but guess what? Because we got the haunt done in 5 weeks and we got done ahead of schedule, we decided that we would do it. Now, just to put things in context for you, I've ordered backdrops, and I'm hoping to get them before Transworld. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But let me show it to you. It's in here. And then here's Alex. Alex, what do you think of these animations?
Pretty cool. Bo did a good job.
What did you think of that Frankenstein? Did you look at him today?
I did. I got a good look. It's pretty impressive.
Now, Alex, the first thing he said to me is that he wants to work on the sound on them and reprogram them and
Well, at the very least, I want to,
tweak them.
I want to make them move myself, even if we don't save the program. I just want to see what it looks like.
Okay, so Alex is going to do that while you're here.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, what else are you going to do with Transworld being 7 days away?
Well, here, I'm going to do a bunch of lighting. A lot of, we're going to add some stuff into the darkness, some of the old scenes, spruce it up. Spruce up some of the animations. Hopefully change some of the new ones too.
And then what about the new haunt? You walked through it. What'd you think of it?
It's pretty gory, pretty bloody.
I know, but what do you think of it detail-wise?
So much detail, so many props,
And it was done in 5 weeks.
I know you keep telling me 5 weeks. It's pretty impressive. It's a lot of detail. You know?
And I told you that, like, I considered it like if you were building a haunt for a theme park that had like a budget for a lot of props. That's how it was built.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's well used. I like how you pointed out all the actor spaces. There's a lot of cool spots for actors too.
It's very actor friendly.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So Alex is going to set these off for me. Now, before we do though, I want to show you. Okay, you see how this is a photo op right here? And I think I got that from Unit 70 as well. Where you can stand in front of this darkness, you can kind of take a picture with these guys, okay? Now, what we're gonna do, because we're gonna build the secret bar, I guess, next week. We got it like half done. We're gonna put this in the secret bar. We're gonna squish these together. We're gonna move that over there. And I wanna show you this too, because this has been changed over here. We took out the Carnival and we put that there. And by the way, I have the coolest posters you've ever seen, and I went and got them all framed today. So there's the 5-minute escape, there's the Walking Dead game, and here's the 2 animations, okay? So once this is moved over there, we can move him further down, and then the 2 big photo ops like this one and this one will go there and there. So there's one for a sea creature and there's one for a werewolf. And we did them both in like a 50s style. So the goal, the objective is you see the green button on the ground? So here's what the goal is, right? So these kind of creatures go viral all the time. So we want to give the customers a chance to go viral on their own. So they're going to be able to walk in here, press the button, jump in front of the animation, and take a video of themselves like getting attacked. What do you think about that idea, Alex?
It's great. I mean, they all go viral, so use it to your advantage.
And so you see there's going to be a big open space. Now, one of the things that we talked about today is we're going to trim these bases down so people don't trip on them, and we definitely don't want them sticking out that far. So we're going to be cutting this one completely off. We're going to re-weld this and bolt it to the floor, and we're going to do the same thing to this one. But yeah, here's the animations, and we're going to tweak them a little bit. But which one do you want to see go off first, Alex?
Let's go with the werewolf.
All right, let's go with the werewolf. Now, the werewolf is cool because he's got eyes that move. So let's check it out. Let's see the eyes move. See his eyes move? The sculpture is just insane. And then he's got, you know, a kicking, screaming person. To get him in here, he got his shirt tore up. We're gonna have to fix that. And like I said, we're gonna We're gonna reprogram it a little bit. I think he needs, like, audio-wise, he needs a howl.
It's a howl, deep roar.
He needs a deep roar and a howl. Can we manage that?
Yeah. We did it to the last one. We can do it to this one.
All right. So what do you think of that animation, just for starters?
That's cool. I like the moving eyes. I think that's really cool. It's stepping it up.
The sculpture is really cool. He reminds me of the werewolf from Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, I'm talking about, you know, when Dracula turned himself into a wolf? He's very cool. All right. So what you gotta imagine, folks, you've gotta imagine that there's two backdrops that match the characters. Okay, so let's see the creature in Black Lagoon. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, I get a kick out of that. That's good.
So set it off again. I'm gonna look at it. So imagine you're walking out of the haunt. And then that thing goes off. And the werewolf? You taking off?
Yeah, everything's locked up and turned on, except for up here, you got the lights on.
Okay. Hey, I'll see you later.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You putting that back on the Predator?
Yeah. Put them over there and I'll...
Okay. And then the werewolf. The movement on them's really good. Now, another thing that I think, and Alex, you tell me if I'm wrong, in my opinion, this Creature in Black Lagoon character looks much better with natural lighting. But we also have those lights, that create the shimmers and stuff, and we have tons of them downstairs. But I think we need to get better lighting on him. You can't see him very good, and you can't see him. So that's something you're going to work on?
Yeah, we can stick to that.
Okay. And then, of course, we got to get them secured and everything else. But yeah, what do you think about this idea of coming up here and taking a picture or setting off the animation? I think this is a great idea. I think I'm going to come over here where I can see. Alex!
Yeah.
What did you think of the Frankenstein?
It's cool.
What do you think about where we're putting him?
I didn't know where he was going until I walked in on him, so...
You're going to walk right into him.
Yeah.
And we're going to build
You're going to be so close to him.
we're going to build a wall in front of him. So what do you think? You were here last year. What do you think? First off, what do you think of this big? Can you tell this is bigger?
Yeah, that wall back there. You got so much packed.
It's packed.
More stuff every time I come here.
You know what Alex? I just want to ask you. You know what I've come to relate? Compare the darkness to is like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. If you like candy, you want to go to his factory. This is basically Willy Wonka's factory of props, animations, cool things to look at.
So you're saying you're Willy Wonka?
No, I'm not Willy Wonka. I'm saying that's what I think the darkness has become.
Oh yeah,
It's become a horror candy factory.
It's got everything.
Yeah. So what do you think of all the changes we've made?
It's a lot of changes. And like you said, in 5 weeks, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh, and by the way, you probably didn't notice this, but you know that Salem church that we built? I don't know if you noticed, but we put a big old pentagram in the ceiling.
Oh, I did not hear.
Yeah, if you look up in the ceiling, it's 8 foot by 8 foot, and it's all lit up and it's red, and it's in the ceiling. So we built it last year to go in there, but we never installed it because it had to be assembled. Like we cut it and then we had to, you know, but now it's in there. We actually cut 2 and the other one hasn't been installed either.
I saw that one.
That one's just in pieces.
Yeah.
And we were thinking that we could stick that one somewhere as well. But yeah, for right now. But we did get one up. So we did get that done. So when we're talking about Alex, of all the stuff we did, we put the pentagram in, the Frankenstein's going in, the bar, we've started on it. I don't know if we're going to get it done or not, but we're going to try next week, I guess. We're redoing the museum. We're doing the Frankenstein scene. We totally rebuilt this made this retail store bigger. We tore out TerraVisions. And by the way, we also put more animatronics in the darkness, and you probably didn't even notice them. So when you're walking in the graveyard-looking scene where the pumpkin guy is, there's a coffin animation in there. There's also a pumpkin monster that we got from Scare Factory that was installed because we bought it off the trade show floor. So that went in there. When you walk up to the mansion, did you notice the trick-or-treaters?
No.
That's an animation from Poison Props.
I haven't seen anything on yet.
Yeah, so when you walk up
been
there,
a couple hours.
Remember how the whole thing was littered with like little trick-or-treaters from Unit 70? Well, then we bought the trick-or-treat animation from Poison Props.
I guess.
And so they look just like them, and they storm out at you. And so we did that. And then I can't remember all the other animations we put in, but we put in a few more. And they're scattered all over the place. And so then we did what did you think of the Leatherface, the big Leatherface over there?
It's huge. He's huge. I want to see him working.
You want to see him working?
Turn him on here, sure.
He's going to turn them on. Okay. So anyway, do you think it's like probably the biggest renovation you've ever seen us do?
As far as I know, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell people to get the tickets,
I guess.
and tell them where to get them.
Get some tickets. Darkness.fearticket.com?
Yes.
Yes.
And Alex, tell them that we can't pay you unless we sell more tickets.
Yeah, buy some tickets so I can get paid. So that'd be nice.
So we're going to wrap this video up, and I just want to say that there's still much that we have to do. Alien doesn't work. It's ready for the puzzles. This is the first time that I've hired a different company to do the puzzles. And it worked out because we don't have time. I tried to get a company, or not a company, but some people to come up here and help me with this new haunt over here, and they bailed on us. And that actually cost me big league because I had mini golfs to build, or I couldn't take any mini golf projects because our crew had to build the new haunt. So I was trying to walk and chew gum. They bailed, they didn't show up. So we had to do it ourselves. We're backed up on mini golf stuff. We got to get going on it. So I mean, it's just the whole thing, you know. It is where we are. But I want you to like really think about this. We put a ton of new animatronics in the darkness. We're building the Frankenstein scene. We put the pentagram in. Tore out TerraVisions and replaced it. Made the retail store bigger, and we took everything off the wall and redid it. We built an actor's room. We're redoing our museum over here. I mean, like, what else can we do? You tell me, Alex, what else can we do?
You just love doing everything, Larry.
And then we brought in Alex, because Alex is like, you're the cherry on top.
Thank you.
And I talked to you a while back about, like, could you come and, like, you know, program some of the special effect lighting?
Yeah.
And he was supposed to come and he didn't. And then he blamed it on me. He said I didn't call him.
I get booked up, Larry. You got booked me, man.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, 7 days. So we will be making a video every day because every day something new is going to get done. And we're going to probably do Alex, can we do a whole video with you on special effect lighting?
Possibly.
Just to kind of show some stuff that you're doing and... Yeah. So when he gets something done, we'll make a video with Alex about lighting. Just about lighting. He's going to work on lighting, and he's going to be here, and we're going to make it happen. So get your tickets, especially to the behind the scenes tour, at darkness.fearticket.com. and we will see you very soon. We got a lot of stuff to do. Hopefully you liked the video, and I'm just gonna say this. I think this is the wave of the future right here, folks. I think this is the wave of the future, is to have some kind of room like this where your guests can make their own Instagram reels, YouTube shorts. I think that's what's gonna happen in here. And I can tell you honestly, I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna get another one of these things up here. Why not? And we put that up there last year so people can activate that. And do you know how many people come over here and literally activate this electric chair, or make videos of, you know, riding this electric chair, and they take photos? I think this is going to be fantastic, but we'll see, and then we'll do another video just about the secret bar as we get it done. So take care, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. And I can tell you, Groot right here, he says goodbye in his Groot voice where you can't understand. What's that? I don't know what the voice is. But I don't know if you know this, but James Gunn, who's doing Superman, well, I'm very much looking forward to it. James Gunn is from St. Louis, born and raised, and every Christmas and everything else, he comes here to St. Charles, where I live, and he comes to see his mother. And you know, before I go, look at this. Michael Myers and Chucky energy drinks. Isn't that crazy? So with that being said, take care, and we'll see you soon.